The second half just about to get going here.
No slowing him down. Just some incredible numbers for Jay. 28 points, and he's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And it also tells you just how high his basketball IQ is. I mean, seeing plays develop before anyone else does on the court.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Chris Paul is out there with Jay, and it's Navarro in at the 3 spot.
And, you know, for Brandon Bass, such a big asset to Boston last year, and they're pushed to make the playoffs, especially after the Celtics had traded away several key veterans. His toughness, his strong mid-range game, that all helps. Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Kobe dishes to Russell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Russell's got 4 points in the quarter. And going back to Brandon Bass, he was Boston's only enforcer down low once Sullinger went out with the broken foot. At that point, Greg, no one thought the Celtics would make the playoffs, but Bass helped push them in.
And last season, one of the most meaningful in Bass's career in terms of his contributions really counting toward the bottom line. A lifetime role player, the outcomes of many games last year were swayed by how well he performed.
Lakers trail by 8. Dishes it to Bryant. Trying to break that ice. Cold streak. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third, and he gets it to go.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Navarro, the pass to Griffin. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement. And you see the way Blake Griffin plays. He is a force. Very hard to contain him when he gets in close just due to his strength and activity.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
For Griffin and his ability to create contact close, he's been called a bull in a china shop, something that I think Clark embraces.
Yeah, I think he'd rather be the bull than the china in that situation because of his strength and physicality. And I think that's the right mentality to have as a power forward.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Young. Kicks it to Russell. Young dishes to Russell. It's good. This game is all even. Russell's got 9 points here in the second half.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one. And guys, it looked like Nick Young had finally put it all together. I mean, he had a huge campaign 2 years ago, signs a new 4-year deal. Then last year, disaster strikes. I mean, he provided very little to the team outside of shooting the basketball. And even with that, he dropped to a career worst, 37% from the field.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Well, Greg, getting back to Young, it's tough to completely judge him on last year's numbers because he was fighting through knee injuries, ankle injuries, all kinds of things. Clark, they only played 42 games.
Yeah, but when he's right, he can light it up. I mean, he's a go-to scorer, but he just never got right last season.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Byron Scott coaching his team during the break. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Hibbert. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
All right, Doris. To the left wing, Kobe with the steal. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
The Lakers have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Black's checked in for Roy Hibbert. The Clippers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. All sorts of time. Rebounded by the Lakers.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
For the lead, that's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here.
Lakers ball.
Clippers on defense. They've led by as many as 14 points. They double him with Jordan. Kobe kicks to Young. Shot clock at 5. Young with the steal. Down low. Here's Black. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. Bryant's got assist number 7 for him tonight. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Lakers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
It's deflected. Here's Navarro. It's rebounded by Bass. Bass has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Russell. From 11 feet away. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 13 points for Kobe Bryant. Clippers trail by 3.
Timeout, timeout. Timeout for the Clippers.
And the Clippers call time here.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
The Lakers making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And here are the Clippers now. Down low. Here's Navarro. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. Clutch has got 6 in the quarter.
A delicious dime from Chris Paul there.
The drive by Russell. Pass to Young. Shoots from the corner. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Jay's got 5 rebounds tonight.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
The rebound by the Lakers. Now, here is Young. 9 points in the game so far. Russell passes to Black. Here's Young, and he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got the lead up to 3 now for the Lakers.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Here's Black after Los Angeles picked up 3 with their last shot. Russell a screen on Jordan. Black dishes to Russell. It's deflected. Throws it up high. Griffin passes to Navarro. The feed to Paul. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And he lays it up and in. Russell's got 17 now.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Here's Navarro. 27 points for him. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Outside, Russell. He dishes it to Williams. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And that's now 11 points for Lou Williams.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
That one's good. The Laker lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Griffin.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Russell kicks to Black. Inside. Lakers passing it around. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And let's look now at the group of young players that have been locked in from the charity stripe. Your leading rookie free throw shooters of the past month. Well, you look at Jay, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line, and it's nearly automatic. And, of course, Clutch, he shows up in that same conversation. Also absolutely fantastic from the free throw line.
And they're both just fundamentally sound. And their success at the free throw line, I think, bears that out.
Yeah, and it's something you've got to work on, though, Greg. We can't discount that piece of the equation. Quite frankly, a lot of rookies have too much other stuff to deal with. But these two are zeroed in. A clear look at the hoop, he doesn't miss many of those.
Usually you talk about how tough a player is, and you're always talking about big guys. But Chris Paul is as tough as they come playing that little point guard position.
Yeah, he's a power pack when you look at him. I mean, he's played through a lot of injuries and still has a big-time impact on the game. Most recently in the playoffs, he played through injury to beat the Spurs.
Timeout for the Clippers. Attention, Staples Center.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Well, taking a look at Lou Williams last year, kind of a typical year for him, a lot of scoring on bad efficiency.
Yeah, and for Lou, he did make it over the 40% field goal mark, but just barely.
Just barely, you're right. And the Lakers making a change here. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Tarek Black. Julius Randle comes in for Brandon Bass. Brown, he's checked in for Young. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Russell. The Lakers with the ball. Clippers able to drain the three. Williams gets the bucket.
You know, with Williams, it's more about his ability to create his own shot than his efficiency. It's why he's best suited as a sixth man, in my opinion.
Now here's Paul. He's got 12. Jordan the pass to Navarro. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And Williams certainly does personify that sixth-man role of instant offense, but it'll be hard to see him in the starting lineup with the way his shooting numbers are.
Bryant is checked in for Brown. The Lakers in the lead. Williams dishes to Clarkson. He feeds it to Sacre. Shoots from 14. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Jay's got 6 rebounds in the game. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Well, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
The Lakers shooting well, 52% in the third. They came to play offensively in the second half. And that one's good. Clarkson's got 11 points. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third.
No need to rush here. They can play for 1 shot.
Yeah, and I think the way you do it, you're patient as you indicated and wait until about the 5-second mark before you get into your play.
Here's Navarro. And as we conclude